Arrays. What is array? NumPy and array, types of arrays, terminologies. These are the basic content that you will learn in these tutorials. Let's first understand, you know what is list, what is string, what is tuple. You already have used all these data types. So there is a new data type, and that is array. To create an array in Python, you require certain module, and that module name is NumPy. So array is a part of NumPy module. So whenever you have to create your array, first of foremost thing is you have to keep remember that you have to import NumPy module. So the question is that what is NumPy itself? A NumPy is an open source module for the Python that provide functions to fast mathematical computations on arrays and matrix. Sometimes we have to work on a huge amount of data, and when we work on this huge amount of data, we require a tool that is perform certain kind of operations in a very fast way. So for that functionality we have a NumPy module. Just suppose you have to create a program in which you are calculating the percentage of supposed to be 1 lakh students. Then you can solve this problem by many ways, but if you want this is in a very fast way or in a very efficient way, then you have another option. There are a lot of options, but there is an option, and that is NumPy. You can use NumPy to perform mathematical operations with the help of arrays. What is array itself? A array is a group of similar type of elements. The key term is here is similar. Suppose you have to create a data type that is homogeneous in nature, that is not an array. Suppose a list, it can contain a multiple kind of data types, so it cannot called as array. The basic feature, the main feature of your array is it's contain all the similar types. Means if it is containing the numbers, then all the elements will be contain the numbers. If it is containing the string, then all the members are containing the string. Sorry, string means character type. A character type itself is string. So आप ये समझ लीजिए जैसे कि मुझे बहुत से बच्चों के मार्क्स रखने हैं, तो सारे मार्क्स जो हैं वो नंबर हैं, तो इनको स्टोर करने के लिए मुझे क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा? एरे. So NumPy array is a grid of container that's of the same type, and the main term is homogeneous. Homogeneous means all the elements must be in the same types. So there's a question, why we should go for NumPy when we have a same thing we can do with the help of list itself. So this is the chart where you can understand what is the difference between NumPy and list. A NumPy array is consume less memory than your list. As I told you, NumPy is faster than your list. Each and every element of array will perform the vectorize operations. What are the vectorize operations? I will show you in examples through practical. List cannot perform the vectorize operations. All the elements of NumPy is kind of same. See the example 10, 20, 30, 40, it's the same kind of data. While your list is heterogeneous, where you can store 10, A, 30, 40, because you can store multiple kind of data types in a list. Once it is created, it cannot change. Means the size of data type of array is fixed, but the size of list is changed. We can append or add certain element after creating of any list, but we cannot perform same operation on the NumPy array. We cannot change the size of your array. So we have a two kind of arrays. One is called as a one-dimensional array or single row kind of array, and another is multi-dimensional array, or sometimes you can say more than two dimension table or a cube kind of structures. We will learn these things by through of examples, what is 1D and 2D array. But for now you can understand 1D array is a simple arrow. Arrow means where, see this example, this is a single dimensional array because they are containing only single row. So there are some terminology, you have to be very familiar with these terms, and I will use these terms when I will teach you more advanced concept of your NumPy. The first thing is axis. Axis means the number of axes in ND array is called its rank. X axis or Y axis means, see this example, because it's a 1D array, it's contain only one single axis. But when I tell you the 2D or 3D array, so you can say there are multiple axes, x direction, y directions. You can say rows and columns. Rows can be said as a axis 0 and columns can be said as a axis 1. In a very complicated way, you can make 3D or 4D arrays. That is not in a syllabus, but you can understand these things further. See, there are 3 dimensions: 0 dimension, 1 dimension and 2 dimension. So rank means, rank is the number of axes. The rank of 1D array is 1, the rank of 2D array is 2 and 3D array is 3. Shape. A shape is a tuple integer that gives the size of array along with its directions. Shape means 2 by 3, 3 by 2. See, this is a single dimensional array, so it's contain only one directions, or it contains the only 1, 2, 3 or similar kind of data in a sequence way. But when I am talking about the 2D array, it is a tabular kind of form where you can say it contains the row and columns. And suppose you have to make an array, so that array must be in a shape in form of this. Just see this example, it's contains the 2 rows and 3 columns, so I can say its shape is 2 by 3. And see this example, here's 2 rows, 2 columns, and there is another direction z, axis z, that contains a 2, so 2 by 2 and 3. This is the dimension of shape of your 3D array, but that is not in the syllabus, so we will not covering this. Now that is size. Size means total number of elements in array. Suppose this is 1D array, it containing 1, 2, 3 elements, so size of this array is 3. It containing 6 elements, so the size of this array is 6. And suppose, see, each element of your array contains a different kind of values. So let's just like, so suppose it's containing value 1, it is containing the value 2, it is containing the value 3. So these are the elements. I can, it's very difficult to write on PC. So these are the elements, and these elements are type of integers. So item size means the size of individual element. See, 1 is integer type, it contains the size of something in memory, and that is given by the item size. Because all the elements of the same size, so a single item size means the common size for all the elements. So first or foremost, as I told you, you have to create your you have to import NumPy module, and this is a statement you have to write down. First, import NumPy as NP, or you can write down any name. I will show you in examples. And then second, you simply can write down the only module name itself, but it will create the complexity. Every time you have to write down the NumPy dot array, NumPy dot x, NumPy dot functions name. So to overcome these problems, I can alias, or I can give the name, rename of alias this module. So first let's create the 1D array. So before we create the element 1D array, let's understand how it's going to be stored in memory. This is the basic structure you can see here. This is the array. You can see it will store like this statements. Each element will be stored in a memory, and that is pointed by the index. Just similar kind in a list. जैसा हम लिस्ट में करते हैं, पहला एलिमेंट 0 पोजीशन पे, दूसरा फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे, थर्ड. सो similarly in array the element will be stored in first element is stored in 0 position, then second is 1 position, third is a second position, and third is a fourth, and so and so. This is the way your array is. So I have to create a numpy array. So how can I can create? There is a, these are the some methods that using these methods I can create by using list. Suppose I have a list, I have to convert them in an array. I have a tuple, I can convert them in an array by using a arrange function, line space, and format iter. These are the some TV functions. With the help of these functions I can create array, and you will see certain examples in these tutorials where you can see the how we can use these functions. So let's see the first program. You can type it on your PC or mobile phone application which is supporting the Python interpreter. So let's see. Suppose first line is import np. I have a list that is containing some element 10, 20, 30, 40. So np.array, array is a function. With the help of that we can create list, and I will provide the name of list which will convert into a. So this is a statement which is you are going to be create an array for you. Okay, np.array that is containing the L and A. When I am going to print, then you will find out that this, the dimension of this is one dimension because it is containing the row only. The shape is 4, the number of elements here is 4, and size is 4. The size here is 4. Now, so same method I can apply with the help of tuple. See this example, this is the same, but now I have replaced list with the tuple. Arrange function. Arrange function is similar like your range function. You already have used the range function which generate the number of series. So similarly, suppose you have to generate an array from a range from 1 to 10, 20 to 100, 100 to 50 with the help of. So see this example, with the help of say a range function I can create function. I can create array. See np.arrange 10, it will generate array of 0 to 9th number, and suppose the same a range a20, it will generate 1 to 20th element, 1 to 20th value with a gap of 3 elements. So these is examples you can run, and these are the self-explanatory itself that it's generating array with the help of range. The next function to use or to generate an array with the help of linspace. Linspace is a function, basically it will give you array in form of spaces. What does mean? See this example, np.linspace, z will be the array, and that is starting point is 2.5 and last is the 5, but the gap of each element is the element the elements will be from 2.5 to 5, but they are divided by the 6 evenly places. So first is 2.5, then 0.6, 3, then 3.5, then 4, and 4.5, then 5. What does means? Means this is the start point, first number, this is second number, और इनके बीच में 6 पॉइंट्स पे ये डिवाइड हुआ. अगर मैं यहाँ से 1 to 10 to 5 यहाँ 2 लिखूँ, 1 to 5 and 2, then it will start dividing that number from 2 spaces only. Okay, so this is your linspace. This is similar like your arrange, but arrange start and last point जो होते हैं, जो integers होते हैं, but in case suppose you have to generate in between that and you have to divide that limit, then you have to specify that limit here. It's a 6. If you divide the 7, that will divide the same range in a 7 spaces. Then suppose you are writing 10, then it will divide 2.5 to 5 numbers in a 10 spaces. Now suppose I have to create an array with the help of dictionary, tuple, or string. So there is another function that's called formatter, and formatter is a kind of smart kind of function that automatically detect what kind of data type you are providing to it, and it automatically convert them into array. Suppose there is a dictionary D. With the help of formatter D, I am passing the second thing, the data type of element. Here I am specifying that the element will be contain the integers type of 32 bits. Then what will happen, it will convert your key values in arrays. So one is 1 and second, third, it will not accept your values of dictionary, it will accept the keys and convert them in type of integer. So D, which is dictionary, is now an array. Suppose there is a string and you have to create the string with the help of your string, you have to create an array. So you can use the simply formatter functions where you can provide the str, but data type is now, see, in this case I want to create a data array with which contains the elements of type integers. Now I am changing it to a individual array as a characters. So this U2 means Unicode, it means Unicode, it's Unicode. Unicode means Unicode, it means the elements will be in form of your characters only, and the code for that is Unicode. See this example again, the same example. See this example, it's converting or creating basically your dictionary to an array. Now suppose you have to create that, you have to accept only 4 elements. So there is another parameters, if you will count is equals to number, that number specify here, that will designate that number of elements you want from your dictionary. For example, in this case that is 4, so it will accept only 4 elements from your dictionary. So these are some examples. You can run this then on your PC. The same thing you just like that I have shown you the same examples, but you have to run on your PC and run that. That's the same output you will find. And with the help of these outputs, you can understand we can convert any list, tuple, dictionary into string into your array. So this is the let's see some practical examples. So there is a list, okay, then I imported your module, and with the help of this module I am going to create an array whose name I am going to be provided as AR. And this is the vectorized operations. What does mean the vector operations? You can see I am going to be multiply by 2 array name. So 2 will be multiply each and individual element, and then I will show you the result. Let's see, run this program, array import, and see after that when I am going to print, it shows you 2 4 6 8 while I am multiplying only 2 to a array. So this is called vector operation. Yeah, this is the beauty of your main advantage, you can say beautiful facility that is provided by array. You can perform, if I am going to replace 2 by 5, then see what will happen. Then all the individual elements is now being multiplied by the 5 only. So but simple applying a simple operations, it's multiplying individual elements. So this is the way you can perform certain operations of your type array. Now 2D array. 2D array is just like your single dimensional array, but each element containing another array. It's little bit complicated. So let's understand. You can assume 2D array as a table. You know the table, there contains rows and columns. If you are visualizing your 2D array in form of rows and columns, so you have to keep remember that instead of naming of columns, they contain the indexes, and similarly row numbers are again indices. So this is the example. See the column 0 1 2 3, there is a column row 1 0 1 and 2. So this is your 2D array. Because a 2D array, suppose I have to find out the individual element, this one, then I have to write down the name of array supposed to be num first row and second column. So this element will be work. So in this is the same. just like your 1D array, but because it also contain the columns, so indexes for the columns also exist. And see, this is a 2D array, and suppose you have to create such kind of array. How we will create? Let's see. We can create list, 2D lists, just like your list of lists, and 2D tuples or tuples of tuples, and with the help of arrange function, then reshape function, and this I will show you in these slides that how it's worked. Let's understand. Suppose I am going to be create a list which is containing two lists itself, 10, 20, 30 and 60, 70, 80. Then with the help of same array function I am creating the array. When I am going to print, let's see, it is showing like these things. So you can understand it means it's a 2D array which have 2 rows and 3 columns. First element is your 10, second element is 20, and third element is 30. Fourth element is here, this one is 60, then 70 and 80. So it's just same. It's, you can say, a table kind of structure. So when I am going to print this dimension, it show you now 2. 2 means row and columns. When I am going to display the shape, then it's your 2 by 3, 2 rows and 3 columns. And size is your 6, because it's containing the 6 element. The size of this array is list. So similarly, the same way which we can create the same array, 2D array without tuple. This is suppose another example. The first element 2, 4, that is tuple. The second element is 3, 9, that is again tuple. Third element and fourth element. When I am going to be create with the help of an array function, it is going to be create a functions, and when I am going to print that function, it will show you 2, 3. So see, this is again a table kind of structure. This is again a table kind of structure. So when I am going to print the dimension, that is show 2, it's okay, because it's containing row and column. Shape, that is 4 by 2. For number of rows are here 4 and the columns are 2, and the size, the total number of element that is occupied this array, that is 8 elements. So बच्चों यहाँ पे देखिए हमने 8 elements को स्टोर किया. Suppose I have to create a function with the help of arange. तो जैसे बच्चों अभी हमने देखा था, arange फंक्शन से क्या होता है, हमारे एरे जो होता है वो रेंज से जनरेट होता है, पर वो 1 डायमेंशनल होता है, दैट इज 1 डायमेंशनल एरे. अगर मेरे पास कोई ऐसा टूल हो जिसकी हेल्प से मैं उसकी शेप को चेंज कर सकूं, मीन्स उसमें रो और कॉलम्स में डिवाइड कर सकूं, तो हमारा 1D एरे 2D में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. इसी कॉन्सेप्ट का हेल्प करके हम ए रेंज से हमारे 2D एरे जनरेट करते हैं. जरा देखिए इस एग्जांपल, एक ए रेंज फंक्शन यूज किया, जेड बनाया, जेड एरे बनाया, इसमें एलिमेंट आए 0 से लेके 9 तक की वैल्यूज, बिकॉज रेंज है और इसका डायमेंशन 1 है. फिर हमारे पास बेटा एक फंक्शन, बच्चे एक फंक्शन होता है जिसको बोलते हैं रीशेप. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू क्रिएट अगेन एन न्यू एरे, दैट्स ARR इज इक्वल टू जेड ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड एरे डॉट रीशेप 2 by 5. सो ये क्या करेगा, ये 2 रोज और 5 कॉलम्स के फॉर्म में आपका एरे कन्वर्ट कर देगा. सो जो एरे होगा बेटा अब आपके पास वो इस तरह से लिखिंग होगा, नंबर ऑफ रोज आर 2 and total number of columns are 5. Element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. ये आपका 1D एरे किस में कन्वर्ट हो गया, 2D एरे में. और हमने 1D एरे बनाया था ए रेंज की हेल्प से, और 2D बनाया है हमने ए रेंज की बाद हमने उसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया शेप में. अगर मैं यहाँ पे 3 बाय तो नहीं होगा क्योंकि वो सारे एलिमेंट आने चाहिए. यहाँ पे अगर मैं 2 by 5, टोटल नंबर 5 है, 5 by 2 कर देता हूँ, तो क्या होगा, नंबर ऑफ रोज विल बी 5 एंड नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स विल बी 2. इनके अलावा भी कुछ और तरीके हैं जिनकी हेल्प से हम एरे 2D एरे क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस कर लेते हैं हमारा एम्प्टी फंक्शन. देखिए जब हम एम्प्टी फंक्शन से बनाएंगे, अगर मैं बेटा यहाँ पे कोई भी डायमेंशन स्पेसिफाई नहीं करता, सॉरी स्पेस स्पेसिफाई नहीं करता, तो ये 1D एरे बनाता है. और अगर मैं यहाँ पे स्पेस स्पेसिफाई कर देता हूँ तो ये 2D एरे बनाएगा। जैसे एग्जांपल देख लीजिए, एक एरे बनाया np.empty 2/3, तो ये एक एरे क्रिएट करेगा जिसका साइज होगा 2/3 का, और जो एलिमेंट्स है बेटा ये रैंडमली सिलेक्टेड हैं, ये गार्बेज वैल्यूज हैं, ठीक है। कंप्यूटर ऑटोमेटिकली कहीं से भी कोई वैल्यू उठा के बना देगा, बट आपकी मेमोरी के अंदर एक ARRE करके एक फंक्शन बन रहा है, एक एरे बनेगा, एंड दैट विल कंटेन द नंबर ऑफ 2/3 elements, 2 rows and 3. See this example, 2 rows and 3 columns, which each element will be of type of integer. Then suppose I want to create an array which contains the all elements filled with the all ones. Then I have a function ones, np.ones, it will create an array and the elements will contain all the ones. And suppose I have to create an array which will contain the zeros, then there is a function zeros. With the help of zeros you can create your array which contains all the zeros. Again empty, with the help of empty I will create the empty array. With the ones I will create the array with the all ones, and with the help of zeros that will create the zeros. So inside the functions, if you are specifying the shape, and that will create the 2D array with that shape only. Okay, suppose you have a 2D array and with the help of this 2D array you want to create another 2D array. मतलब आपके पास कोई एक ऑलरेडी 2D array मेमोरी में बना हुआ है, उससे ही आप दूसरे बनाना चाहते हो, तो हमारे पास ये कुछ 3 फंक्शंस हैं. विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फंक्शन वी कैन क्रिएट 2D array with the help of already created 2D arrays. देखिए empty like function, this is the function called as an empty like. How it works? See, L is a list which contains the elements, and I am going to create the array that np.empty like L. So what will happen? It's a 2D kind of structure. So with the help of this 2D structure it will create an array underscore E like, but all will contain the garbage values, because I already told you empty will create an array which contains the garbage value. You can change these values easily. Once like function is like it already you have suppose you have created a 2D array and you want to copy that in the same way, but the all element must contain the ones. So there is a 2D array with contains all the ones, and this is the zeros. So there is no difference, there is only slightly difference between the like empty like ones like zeros and zeros like, is that is the way it's creating the array. See these examples, these are the very easy example, easy to understand that how we are going to create these things. There's a lot of ways to create your 2D arrays, but these are not in your syllabus, but you can understand this by through of these examples. With these are easy to understand. So suppose now you have created your arrays and you have to perform certain operations. These are some important operations which you can perform with the help of your arrays. Okay, we can perform these operations with the help of arrays. These are 3 categories of operations: slicing, joining and splitting. Let's understand one by one. What does mean by the array? See this example, how its array is working. See, there is a list. With the help of this list I am creating an array A. With the help of this array A, suppose I want to change the element 0th position by the 2, so simply A, just like index number and then equal to 20, it will replace 1 by 20. See, when I am going to print, see this value 22 and 3 and 8. Suppose I have to change the element at the second index, then I can change it easily. So similarly I can change the individual element by using indices of your 2D array itself. Suppose जैसे ये है 0 2 means 0 row and second column, you can change it. ये एक array है 2D, इसको हम चेंज कर सकते हैं just like a 1D array. इट्स अ बेसिक ऑपरेशंस, आपने इनको यू ऑलरेडी इस तरह के ऑपरेशंस लिस्ट में और टपल में ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं, बस उसी तरीके से सेम वे से आप इसको यूज करेंगे। अब आप जरा देखिए, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है स्लाइसिंग। स्लाइसिंग का मतलब क्या है? इट्स रेफर टू एक्सट्रैक्ट ए सबसेट ऑफ एलिमेंट्स फ्रॉम एन एरे। एक एरे ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है, उस दिए हुए एरे में से मुझे कुछ वैल्यूज को सिलेक्ट करना है या उनको यूज करना है, उनमें वैल्यूज को निकालना है ट्रेवर्स करना है, तो हम क्या करते हैं? स्लाइसिंग करते हैं। स्लाइसिंग देखिए, एग्जांपल्स देखिए, बहुत ईजी है। ये कि एक लिस्ट बनाया, लिस्ट से हेल्प से एक एरे बनाया और एरे को प्रिंट किया, इट्स शोइंग एरे, इट्स स्लाइसिंग। नेम फर्स्ट हम क्या देते हैं? एरे का नेम, फिर स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट, कॉलन कॉलन। इसका मतलब होता है यहाँ होता है स्टार्ट पॉइंट, ये होता है हमारा एंड पॉइंट। जैसे अभी एग्जांपल से हम समझेंगे, स्टार्ट पॉइंट हमारा है 0, लास्ट पॉइंट है हमारा 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. So it will, because I'm not providing any values, means start to last. It says start to 5. Start is 0 1 2 3 4, and see, it will not accept the last value, so it will run up to n minus 1 time. You have to remember that। देखिए, पहला है 0 से लेके 5, तो 5 will be not included, it will show you the result 0 to 4th element, 2 to 4, 0 1 2, this is 2, 3 and 4. See, I have already told you 4 will be not included in result, so result will be last here 30 and 40. 2 to last, 2 to minus 1. Now let's see the indices again. Indexes 0 1 2 3 and 5. This is negative indices 1, just like 2 3 minus 4 and minus 1 2 3 4 5 and minus 6. So 2, this is 2, minus 1, this is minus 1, 2 to minus 1, 2 to minus means 30 40 and 50. See the result, 30 40 and 50. 1 to 5 with a space of 2 means first element, then second will not include, because it's stating that the difference from one element to another element will be of 2 elements, so दो एलिमेंट छोड़ के एलिमेंट्स आउटपुट में आएगा. So this is the slicing. This is the again I am going to be summary for you. ठीक है. So अगर means we have to provide start point, then last point, and the number of elements which you want to be escaped. So slicing can also performed with the 2D array. So if 2D array, this is the syntax you have to keep remember: name of array, row start, row last, and then step number of steps requirement. It means it will slice row, and after slow row selection it will slice the column from those rows. See this example and you will be easily understand these things. Suppose this is an array and you have to slicing, so 0 to 3 and 3 to last. So 0 to 3 means number of, I am going to 0 1 2 and 3, 0 to 3, 0 3 means 3 will not include, as I told you already, and 3 to last, and 3 0 1 2 and 3, 3 and 4 and 5. So it will give you result this one, this way. See, this is the same result. So this is the way you can perform your slicing operation, which is very important operations. These are some operations you can perform on your PC. You can take your PC and run this program, and you will find and that different outputs, and that now compare with this syntax, then you can easily understand first row slicing, and after getting the rows you have to slice that columns. See, there are outputs, you can understand itself. There is the now joining. Suppose you have to be joined two arrays, so we have a 3 different functions to perform these operations. अगर मुझे array को join करना है तो horizontal join करने के लिए है function h stack, vertical join करने के लिए v stack, दो जॉइन एक्सेस को ज्वाइन करने के लिए, दोनों को आमने सामने, तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ एक्सेस, 0 एक्सेस और 1 एक्सेस, देन वी आर कॉन्कनेट। हम जरा ही समझते हैं, ये एग्जांपल याद रखना है। एक एरे ए है, एक एरे बी है, सी बनाया np डॉट एच स्टैक ए बी, यानी जो सी एरे बनेगा वो इन ए और बी से मिलके बनेगा। और ए और बी जो है, बिकॉज आई एम यूजिंग एच स्टैक यानी हॉरिजॉन्टल स्टैक, सो आउटपुट लाइक दिस वन। पहला ए आया एंड देन बी। अगर मैं इनको बी और ए करता तो फर्स्ट बी का वैल्यू आता एंड देन ए का वैल्यू। ओके, बहुत इजी है। Horizontal stack means H stack. H stacks, it will accept the two parameters, the name of arrays which you want to be joined. Because it's horizontal, so it will row by row. Vertical stack. See, there is an array A which is containing value 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and there is a variable B which is containing the value 40, 50, and 60, and you are going to be join with the help of V stack function and that value of by A and B array. अब आप जरा देखेंगे यहाँ पे, जब मैंने v फंक्शन सी जो आपका एरे बनाया है वो v स्टैक की हेल्प से बनाया, और v स्टैक का काम होता है दो एरेज को जोड़ना, a और b को जोड़ना है, बिकॉज इट्स ए v मीन्स वर्टिकल। सो वर्टिकल मीन्स पहले इट विल कन्वर्ट c इज नाउ 2D एरे, c इन हॉरिजॉन्टल रिजल्ट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रो बाय रोज, बिकॉज वो एक साथ फर्स्ट रो जुड़ा फिर उसके पीछे सेकंड रो जुड़ा, पर क्योंकि यहाँ पे दो स्टैक बन रहा है, पहले एरे आया उसके नीचे दूसरा एरे आया है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो रिजल्टेड एरे है हमारा वो 2D बन जाता है। और इससे आपको देखिए आउटपुट ये है मिलेगा। कॉन्कनेट, यहाँ अगर मुझे जो एरे हैं उनको एक्सेस पे ज्वाइन करना है। एक्सेस का मतलब अगर x 0 लिखता हूँ, कॉन्कनेट जो फंक्शन है वो तीन चीजें रखता है अपने पास। पहले दो एरे जिनको ज्वाइन करना है, कॉमा, उसके बाद एक्सेस। एक्सेस में या तो 0 लिखा जाता है या 1 लिखा जाता है। जैसे इस एग्जांपल को हम समझते हैं, x एक हमारे पास एरे है जिसमें 1, 2, 3 वैल्यू है, y एक हमारे पास दूसरा एरे है जिसकी वैल्यूज 10, 20 एंड 30 है। इन दोनों को कॉन्कनेट किया गया, x और y को एक्सेस 0, एक्सेस 0 मीन्स रो, या फिर एक्सेस मीन्स ये आपका सेम रिजल्ट देगा जो एच स्टैक देता है, यानी कि 1, 2, 3 एंड 10, 20, 30। ओके बच्चों, अगर मान लीजिए मैं इसका स्टैक चेंज कर दूं, सेम अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक्सेस 0 की जगह अगर मैं 1 लिख दूंगा तो आउटपुट आपका आएगा 1, 2, 3 एंड देन नीचे यहाँ पे 10, 20 एंड 30। ये क्या करेगा, एक एरे को दूसरे एरे के ऊपर प्लेस कर देगा, यानी ये जो हमारा रिजल्टेंट एरे आएगा वो 2D एरे होगा। अगर मैं लिखता हूं एक्सेस 1, ये कुछ एग्जांपल्स हैं जो भी मैंने समझाया, सेम एग्जांपल्स हैं। देखिए जैसे यहाँ पे हमने लिखा एक्सेस 1, सो एक्सेस 1 में क्या होगा, 2D एरे रो वाइज रोज, मतलब पहला रो दूसरे रो के साथ, दूसरा रो दूसरे रो के साथ, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल इस तरह से जुड़ेंगे। और अगर मैं लिख देता हूँ कॉन्क्रीट एक्सेस इज इक्वल टू 1, 0, तो ये कैसे होंगे, रो वाइज, मतलब ये एक दूसरे के ऊपर स्टैक बनेगा। जरा दोबारा समझते हैं इसको, कॉन्करेंट फंक्शन का यूज क्यों करते हैं, दो एरेज को जोड़ने के लिए। अगर हमारे दोनों एरेज 2D एरे हैं तो उनको एक्सेस 1 और एक्सेस 0 पे हम जोड़ सकते हैं। एक्सेस 1 का मतलब क्या हुआ, दोनों एरे को साइड बाय साइड रखना, पहला एरे और दूसरा एरे, एक्सेस 1, और ये हॉरिजॉन्टल है, ये एरे 1 है, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल हो गया, इसको इसके साइड में रखा, यहाँ से ये साइड में रखा, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल हो गया एक्सेस 1। एक्सेस 0 मीन्स, एक्सेस 0 मीन्स एक के ऊपर दूसरा प्लेस करना, यानी पहले ये एरे फिर उसके नीचे ये एरे, देखिए जल्दी। सो ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ योर 2D एरे, हमें एक ट्रांसपोर्ट में आपने मैथ में पढ़ा भी होगा, रोज को कॉलम में और कॉलम्स को रो में बदलना, 2D हमारा ट्रांसपोज कहलाता है। बहुत इजी है, A डॉट टी, टी कैपिटल T लिखने से जो एरे है वो ट्रांसपोज हो जाएगा। अब हमारे पास आते हैं स्प्लिटिंग ऑपरेशंस। स्प्लिटिंग का मतलब होता है कि हमारा, देखिए एरे को टूना, इस एग्जांपल को समझते हैं, हॉरिजॉन्टल स्प्लिट, जिस तरह से हमारा हॉरिजॉन्टली हम ज्वाइन कर रहे थे, अब इसका रिवर्स है हॉरिजॉन्टल स्प्लिट, ये तोड़ देगा। ये 2D एरे है, हॉरिजॉन्टल स्प्लिट मींस इसको इस तरह से डिवाइड कर देगा हॉरिजॉन्टली। इस एग्जांपल को समझते हैं। एक एरे बनाया, ठीक है, इसको 3 एरेज में डिवाइड किया, पी क्यू आर में। एरे किसको कर रहे हैं, इसको डिवाइड कर रहे हैं 3, ठीक है। सो फर्स्ट ब्रैकेट, सेकेंड ब्रैकेट एंड थर्ड मींस 3 इक्वली डिवाइडेड पोर्शंस में डिवाइड हो जाएगा। तो P ये होगा, C Q होगा, ये H स्प्लिट, V स्प्लिट और वर्टिकल। ये देखिए एरे है, ठीक है, इसको स्प्लिट किया 2 इक्वल प्लेसेस में, तो ये एरे इस तरह से टूट जाएगा, ठीक है। ये हमारा V स्प्लिट हो गया। और देखिए, और अगर मैं तीसरे एलिमेंट को, यहाँ पे तीसरा फंक्शन है सिर्फ स्प्लिट। अभी हमने पढ़ा H स्प्लिट और V स्प्लिट, अगेन देयर इज अ फंक्शन स्प्लिट। ये बहुत इजी है, ये भी ज़्यादा नहीं। आर्गुमेंट डिवाइड इन दिस वे। देखिए स्प्लिट कैसे करेगा, सपोज ये एक एरे है जिसको मैंने टपल 2/6 किया। सो 0 to 2, 2 to 6 एंड 6 to लास्ट। ये कितने जगह डिवाइड करता है, 3 स्लाइसेस में। कितने निकालता है हमेशा, 3। स्टार्ट टू फर्स्ट एलिमेंट, फर्स्ट एलिमेंट टू लास्ट एलिमेंट, लास्ट एलिमेंट टू लास्ट वैल्यू। जैसे इसको समझना, एग्जांपल समझते हैं। जैसे ये देखिए एक एरे लिया, ये इसके एलिमेंट्स हैं, इसको स्प्लिट किया 1 to 3, तो ये क्या करेगा, एक्सिस 0 पे स्प्लिट करेगा। एक्सिस 0 मीन्स रो वाइज, पहले रो निकालेगा, फिर 1 0 to 1, 1 to 3 एंड 3 लास्ट 3 to लास्ट। सो ये इस तरह से हमारे एरे टूटा। और अगर मुझे ये हॉरिजॉन्टली डिवाइड करना था, सो आई कैन यूज एक्सिस 1। ये क्या करेगा, कॉलम वाइज डिवाइड कर देगा, फर्स्ट कॉलम देन सेकंड कॉलम एंड लास्ट। सेम 0 to 2, 2 to 5 and 5 to last। सो ये आपका टॉपिक यहीं खत्म होता है। दिस इज, थैंक यू, हैव अ नाइस डे।